Today we are interviewing David Reserviz, who is running for the Governor's Council for the 2nd District. There are 8 districts. 4 Democrats are vying for this position. There'll be a primary on September 3rd to elect one of them to run against the Republican candidate on November 5th. The other 3 Democrats running in the primary are Tamisha Civil, Sean Murphy, and Merrill Kramer. Welcome, David.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. What does the Governor's Council do?
It's a good question. I get it a lot because a lot of people don't know. The Governor's Council is an elected board that dates all the way back to the colonial days, hundreds of years. And its current function is mainly to approve the appointment of judges here in Massachusetts. It also will vote on important political pardons and commutations of sentences.
What are your qualifications for Governor's Council?
I feel I'm very qualified for Governor's Council, Peter. I have been an attorney for just under 30 years, about 28 years, tried a lot of cases, been to a lot of courts. I've been the president of the Public Defender Program and the Plymouth County Bar Association, but mostly I was appointed by Governor Deval Patrick. Remember him?
Yeah.
He appointed me to his Board of Judicial Nominating Committee, or his JNC as they call it, which is the first board that someone who wants to be a judge would have to go through, and then they would get voted on by the Governor's Council. So I did that for the better part of both of Governor Deval Patrick's terms.
Yeah, that's great. My mom and I are old friends with Deval.
He's a wonderful guy. He was a wonderful governor. And I've said before, while I was a member of the JNC, I'm very proud to say that Governor Deval Patrick's administration that I was on appointed more minority, LGBTQ, and female judicial candidates than ever before and ever since. And a lot of those judges are doing a great job on the bench today, and I appear as an attorney before them on a regular basis.
Why are you running for Governor's Council?
I've always wanted to run for Governor's Council since I was on the Judicial Nominating Commission back in 2008. I've spent more than half my life as a trial attorney. I love being a trial attorney. I love the judicial process. I love being involved in it. It's a crucially important job to make sure that we have good judges that make decisions that affect people's lives on a daily basis, whether it be a matter of liberty, a matter of housing, an important matter of child custody, or an injured worker in a Board of Industrial Accidents case. So it's just something that's very dear to me. I've always wanted to be on the Governor's Council. I have no political aspirations beyond that. I consider myself an attorney first, and while this is a political board, the selection of judges is something that, as you know, is a major part of our judicial branch of government.
What is the #1 skill or experience you would bring to the Governor's Council?
I think my vast experience of appearing in so many courtrooms and arguing and trying cases before so many judges, you learn what really makes a good judge. And the added experience of practical experience of having been involved in the judicial selection process in the past on the JNC taught me how to screen judges that have good ideologies, good ethics, that are smart and patient, but also good human beings that are good, productive, contributing members of their own communities.
Do you know the current members of the Governor's Council? Have you worked with them, any of them previously?
Yes, I have. I know most of them. I certainly geographically, we are here in District 2, which is mostly southwest of Boston. So this district that we're in goes from Milton and Needham out to Framingham and Ashland, down to Attleboro, and all the way across to Brockton and the Bridgewaters. to the east of us would be District 2, which is Governor's Counselor Chris Iannella, and below it would be District 1, which is Governor's Counselor Joe Ferreira. District 6 up in the city of Boston is Governor's Counselor Terry Kennedy. I've worked with all of those individuals, as well as the previous person who held the District 2 seat, Bob Jubenville. When I was on the JNC and just as a practicing attorney, I've worked with them on a number of candidates seeking judicial appointment.
How would you like to change the governor's council?
I think that the governor's council could use some added experience by practicing attorneys with a good wealth of knowledge of what makes a strong judicial candidate and makes a good judge. Many of the counselors are very experienced in this regard, but it could always use an additional set of views that wants to provide a real added skill set to this particular geographical region. I want to make sure that the judges that we see in Dedham, and Framingham, and Attleboro, and Brockton, and Stoughton, and all of our courthouses in our community are the best available options we have.
Do you have any endorsements?
Yeah, I have, of course, our state representative, Denise Garlick, has endorsed my campaign.
Yep.
I have another state representative, Chris Markey, has endorsed my campaign, and I have endorsements by several former judges. Sitting judges are not allowed to endorse, so former judges such as presiding Justice David Nagel in the district court, Judge Stephen Steinberg in the probate court, Judge Augustus F. Wagner in the Superior Court have all endorsed my campaign.
What are your favorite activities outside of work?
I got a few hobbies. I mean, I work a lot, but I have a great family. I have 4 children, 3 daughters that are in their 20s and largely off on their own, and a 14-year-old son that I spend a lot of time with. So after family, I used to run, I now walk, but I work a lot, so I don't play golf or I don't have hobbies like that, but I really enjoy spending time with my family, and every once in a while, maybe getting out for the weekend down the Cape.
Are you happy that that we're the new world champs?
I can't believe it. I mentioned to you before before I think we recorded, I have to admit I fell asleep during the game last night, but I woke up for the celebration. I mean, I shouldn't say I can't believe it. We've been the favorites all year, but it's so exciting. What about you? How do you feel about that?
I'm pumped that we're the new world NBA champions. I'm so happy for the team and the coach and the players.
Yeah, I know. And Tatum really turned it on last night.
And my favorite player, KP.
Oh, Porzingis, yeah.
Porzingis, my favorite player.
He's amazing. He's got to stay healthy.
He played hurt last night. He has a torn tibialis tendon in his foot.
Yeah. I think the best part. What's that?
That must hurt him a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, now he can get a lot of rest.
That must bother him somewhat.
I'm sure.
Well, congratulations to the Celtics.
Yeah, I agree.
Can you summarize why you should be elected to the Governor's Council?
Sure. I am the most experienced candidate running. I'm the only candidate that has actual experience doing the job that the Governor's Council does, which is vetting judicial candidates' qualifications and these types of nominations. I have a long history of practice of law, 28 years. I'm the former president of the Pilgrim Bar Advocates, Plymouth County Bar Association, and of course, appointed to the JNC. I also care deeply about the human beings that we appoint. I want to make sure that they are truly the best possible people to protect the rights of this district and the state.
We wish to thank David for appearing on this episode of Special Times and congratulate him for seeking to serve on the Governor's Council. We wish him the best of luck in his campaign. Remember to vote in the primary on September 3rd. Stay tuned for future episodes of Special Times where we will interview each of the candidates for District 2 Governor's Council. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Peter. You got a great show. I can't wait to see your high energy in person again soon.